and how I overcame it by just allowing myself to keep on moving and have a little bit of patience. So why is it that myself, want to come out and do something like this? To go out on an adventure that's supposed to last for months and months, walking on foot, camping out in the wild, having courage to invite oneself or meet people out, no matter where it is, someone's property, in the bar. What is that thing that drives me to do that sort of thing? And I don't have a succinct answer. I don't have a one-line explanation. All I have is this internal vision and this internal drive towards that vision. And even though my vision of what I want is not perfectly matched by the actual experience, I do find there's a great satisfaction in at least endeavoring to try and reach it. It's funny. You know, I was quite down yesterday. I had no energy, which was bizarre because, you know, I just had a little rest, couple of days, and my entire body just didn't want to walk. It wasn't a matter of not having enough food in the body. I had eaten well. It was so difficult. I could barely film, I could barely think, I could barely walk. You know, I would do 5k and then stop for an hour and a bit, with another 5k, and it was tiring. And I don't know why I had that malaise. Maybe it was something in me, a multitude of different things, you know. I want, for example, to make interesting videos or ideas, and I'm struggling. I'm already getting bored of the same style, and I'm trying to figure out how I could make it more interesting and better. And so I got a little bit depressed about that, and then as well you get the futility emotion and thinking in your head that the thing you're doing, it's futile. There's no purpose for it. It doesn't really achieve anything. In fact, it's quite selfish. And those thoughts are quite interesting and challenging. And they swamp your mind and they make you feel low. And, you know, that might have been one other reason why I was thinking that. But then, you know, I was reminding myself yesterday that come the evening, my thoughts would be very much different, and I'd be in a different place. So all I had to do was allow myself that little bit of patience and just pick up my bag, go on for another hour. You know, don't think too much. If the thoughts arrive, let them come, let them go, and just confront what is in front of me, which is like a long path. Just keep walking down that long path, and eventually, Dominic, you'll come to the end of that path, and those thoughts would have too, and you would be in a new place with a new opportunity. And so, you know, after the malaise of yesterday, I do feel a bit better. And maybe it was the weather as well. Maybe the weather was getting me down a little bit. Maybe it was a journey fatigue, you know, repetition. Maybe it was missing my local pub, and my family, and all my dear friends, you know, and my cat Shikari, dear boy. Hope he doesn't die. And so, but all those, but the thing I came to as well, something which I've known for a long while, is that these doubts, these emotions, these waves of futility, that is part of the parcel of the adventure. It is, without them, it wouldn't be an adventure. Without the doubts, without the difficulties in the mind, without the lack of energy, the moments which are in contrast to those things would not be as special nor as interesting. And so today, you know, in a way I was gifted something I thought that wasn't going to happen. I didn't expect to see any more snow in France, and yet a blizzard came over me, and it was snowing, and it was resting on my satchel and resting on my hand as if I were in the mountains skiing. And that little moment flooded me with many different memories of my family skiing, memories of blizzards on top of the mountains, and, you know, memories of the first time I touched snow when I was very, very little. I still have that memory in my mind. I still have the memory when I got out of the car and I touched snow, and that was over 20 years ago. And so, I suppose, why do we do these things? Why am I doing this thing? It's a journey. It's a journey with a few difficulties. You know, it's not climbing up Everest or anything, but it's got its own wonderful lane of discoveries. Labyrinth of discoveries, perhaps even better, because I don't really have a presaged route. A little hill here. Anyway, that was my little thoughts on the malaise of yesterday, and how I overcame it by just allowing myself to keep on moving and have a little bit of patience.
If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and consider giving some money to my fundraising in aid to tackling homelessness with the charity St. Mungo's, and there are other social media platforms down below like Instagram, Substack, and I have a Patreon as well. So come back next time for another little yomp in France.